How you doing, everybody? I'm Ismael with Front Range Fishing. I want to talk to you a little bit about cleaning your reels. I had a friend come up to me with this reel that had some issues. This belt wasn't working properly. I kind of worked on it already. Being bored, I figured I'd show you what I was going to do. But what I did was basically just open it up. These holes right here allow sand to get into this area here where this pinion goes up and down. So you always want to check and make sure this is clean. This one I cleaned out already. It was had a little sand in it. Like I was saying, it went up to Florida, so it got a little saltwater life in there. The main issue was right in here. This doesn't take grease, so you don't have to open this up and grease it, but when you open it, I found sand in here. The spring came detached. This was not working, so I cleaned it up, took out all the sand and crud that was in there. It wasn't much, but that little bit made it detach from the little area it needed to be in, and I had to put it back together. Knowing that this one went out to the saltwater and was fishing in that area, I'm going to go ahead and open this area up right here where the gears are. You really don't have to open this if you fish a lot of fresh water. But because of the salt and grinding, I mean, you don't want that to get in there. It'll mess up your gears and eat away on them. Then you'll have to order a new part or just buy a new reel. Once we get these done, I'll put them in an order so that way I won't forget how they go. Start from one point, go around to the other, and keep them in line so that way you know how they start to finish. Now, some of these reels have this little screw down here that has a cap. Some of them don't, but always get those and keep those in line. To get this open, you see these gears in here. Now these gears, I'm going to feel around right in here just a little bit in areas where the sand can come in, and I don't feel any sand, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. I've had situations with reels because I grew up down in the Gulf, so I had to clean my reels intensively a lot, and I had to pull all this out, get all the grease off, re-grease it, put it back together, and it took a little more work, but this one ain't bad, so we'll go ahead and leave that alone. Put this back together. Put these back. Came from in order. So we got that all back together. We'll put the handle back in. If you want to add a little grease in there, you can, but you don't need it. Got the grease inside there, and that's what keeps it from properly in this area. Alright, now we got a little noise coming from up in this area. We'll go ahead and we'll add a drop of oil right in there. Okay. Some there. But overall, washing your reel, knocking some of that sand, grind. Sometimes you get little pebbles when you're up in the river. You can wash that out to help keep the life of the reel going. Keep them clean. I'm Ismael with Front Range Fishing. Look us up on frontrangefishing.net. Have fun fishing.